People, we going through a lot of hurt right now. We always have had pain in our lives and struggles, and we've always overcome them. When I look back in the history of our beginnings, we were a prosperous people. We were a people who invented many things. We had our own civilization, our own kingdoms, our own thrones. Kings and queens, not kings and queens. But once those people showed up, everything went out the window. Our hospitality towards them was taken advantage of. Ever since we've come into contact with those people, and you know who I'm talking about, we have never been the same. Our men have strayed to those women. Our women equally have been straying to those men, if not taken by force. In captivity, we learned how to betray each other for our own survival. We learned to call those people our superiors and look at ourselves as inferiors. Our women were raped. Our women gave birth to mulattoes and biracial children. The men were belittled and also made to look inferior in front of their own women, in front of their own families. Some helpless to even stop what was happening to themselves and to their families. Families broken up. Children put in other camps with other slaves, other different homes, being separated from their father and mother. Daughters being raped as well as the mothers being raped. Families torn apart. But we learned how to betray each other in captivity. When we were in captivity, we learned about the racial class system as well, how we were classified, how they classified the darkest at the low point and the light-skinned ones at the highest point. After all these years of all this history that we have now found out about, we still treat each other horribly. And we still treat these people as if they're better than us. We promote these people as our mates. We promote these people as us making it. If we can be in power like them, if we could be next to them in some way, shape, or form, we feel like we've made it. We look at our people like our people are nothing, and we look at them as if they are the best thing on two legs. Slavery was a long time ago. But the sad part about it is slavery still exists to this day. And it's not going to stop existing. It's not going to end in black people until they finally take the shackles off completely. Whether it be the shackles in your heart because you have so much love for them, or the shackles of your mind because you refuse to enlighten yourself on who you are and what your greatness is and who your enemies truly are to you. We have black people out here that are doing the devil's work, that are doing their enemies' work against their own people, that are making money off the misery of their own people, that are getting on platforms and telling the entire world that they don't love each other, that they hate their women, they hate their men, they don't care about the children of the community, they don't care about their communities, period. This message just touches one person and opens their eyes and their ears and their heart to this. I'll be happy at least I did my job because I got one person to understand what I'm talking about here. But the vast majority of people that will watch this video, and it won't be many because there are people that just don't click me on no more. I'm just not important enough for them to talk, to listen to the talk. But the majority of people won't care. They've already been set in their ways. They're already done. But the one thing that I can say is that when I was a child, I was taught that black people were just slaves and they helped white people build this country. I didn't find out until later on as I did my research and wanted to enlighten myself about the greatness of black people. There was a black samurai named Yasuke. I did a video about him a very long time ago on the channel that I lost on YouTube. And I should do it again. Maybe I will. There are so many black heroes in history. There are so many contributions that black people have, put into play into this country, into this world. So many inventions that we have created that were stolen by the non-black people who are in power now. And you know who I mean. People who have taken credit for what we have done because we couldn't get patents for it. We weren't allowed, I should say, to get the recognition that we well deserved. From padlocks to open heart surgery to air conditioning to closed circuit televisions to central heating, created by black people, men and women. But you wouldn't know that unless you did your research. These people don't want you to know what your greatness is. Since they met us, they felt like they were superior towards us. But we are the ones who taught them how to wash their funky bodies. We are the ones who taught them how to use a soap bar and use it on your body to make yourself smell beautiful. They contributed nothing compared to what we have contributed to this country, to this entire planet. The black woman to me is a very sacred woman. She gives birth to black children, black men and black women of tomorrow. I don't take her for granted. Is she always right in everything she does? No, she's not. She's not perfect, and neither is the black man. When a black man truly understands his history, from the slave times throughout the civil rights era to now, there should be absolutely no black man on this earth that should be even trying to deal with a woman outside of his own community. He should be trying to uplift his woman, build his community, and do everything in his power to protect his community and be the man, the black man that he can and should be. We waste too much time as black people dealing with other people's problems and not dealing with our own, which is why the state of the black community is in the state and shape it is now. I come on here and I make sense. Nobody wants to listen to me because I'm not the big channel. I'm not the popular guy. But if I had 10,000 subscribers, people would listen to what I had to say. YouTube doesn't want me to get that. And most black people, they see my notifications. They don't click me on because they don't want to hear what I have to say. But other YouTubers, they'll click on in a heartbeat. As I said, whoever listens to this video and understands what I'm getting at right here, and I can touch your heart and make you think and do your research, then I know I did a good job, even if it's just one or two people. The reality of this whole video is this. Black people need to take pride in themselves and stop thinking of themselves as a very inferior race and thinking of these non-black people, especially the members of the so-called dominant society, as their superiors, because that is exactly what they want you to think. They've always believed that they were superior to you from the beginning. They treated you like trash when you were enslaved by them. They told you when to eat. They called black men boys. They made you feel like you were less than a human being. They fed our children to alligators as bait. They used us as cattle. They slaughtered us when they saw fit. If we defied them, they killed those who tried to escape. And then we fight for our rights in the 60s just so we can sleep with them? Because that's what it felt like to me. When other groups like the Black Panthers were actually doing something of a great meaning and a purpose, they were X'd out because those members of the dominant society saw that our people were fighting back. Whenever you fight back for your own people in the black community, that is when you are a threat to them. When you are a black man declaring your love for black women, or when you are a black woman declaring your love for black men, that is in defiance of what they want. They want to be seen as the most desirable from all groups. They don't want black men and black women together for the simple fact, number one, if we're together, we are united and we are strong. Number two, if we are together and we are making love towards, and showing love and, admiration and, just with each other, we are giving birth to more black children. They don't want that. I told you there are plans that are put in place back in the day. If there was ever a race problem, they would have the upper hand because they put this particular plan into thought. They drew up the entire plan and how they would deal with us if it ever got to be that point. They have continuously done everything and continuously do everything to show us that they hate us, to sabotage us, and we still show love to them. I don't want you to hate them. I don't want you to hate them. No. I want you to be aware of what they do. I want you to be aware that these people are not as beautiful and not as great as you think they are, but we are great. But the problem is that we don't give each other the credit we deserve. We don't give each other the love that we deserve. We give it to them. We don't give it to us. We give it to the very people that have been showing us their ass to kiss since the beginnings of when we first met them. Despite all the things we've done for them, despite building this country on our own goddamn hands, while they sat in their fucking houses on their lazy asses while we were out there working on the fields. And you wonder why I say I don't approve of interracial dating. You wonder why it pains me in my heart to see black people at the state that they are in right now. Getting police called on them for doing nothing. Children getting touched, putting hands on our children. Little black children being kicked. We do dirt to each other and we have them do worse dirt to us. It hurts worse when a black person does dirt to each other. When a black person treats another black person like trash, it's worse than what they do to us. Because we should know better than to treat each other like this. Now, of course, we're all not going to get along, but the fact that we are treating each other just as bad as the people that we have seen in history that treat us just as equally demonic, that's a problem. That's why I can't be around any black person that doesn't like black people. If you are a black person and you are promoting interracial dating, if you are a black person and you are throwing your people under the bus saying they deserve the situation that they're in, I can't be with you. I can't be around you. I want to surround myself by black women and black men that are in black love relationships, that love black people. They know that they can't get along with every single black person because there are going to be some annoyances and disagreements along the way. But at the end of the day, they're B1. They are all about their people first and everybody else second. We deal with our problems first. We love each other. We see each other as our only option. We care about the future of our children, and we're not selfish to only think about ourselves and our relationships. We care about everybody in the black community, the elderly as well. Those are the people that I care about. Those are the people that I find to be my friends. You're a black person promoting interracial dating. You're a black woman out there, sleeping with every single white man you can get your hands on. You're a black man doing the same with white women. I don't want to be around you because you're not for black people. You're for yourself, and you will end up by yourself, and you will learn when you get that wake-up call that when you put yourself above your people, you won't get too far. I'm done.